Ever wondered why foxes are considered sly and cunning in folklore? Well, you're not alone. For centuries, foxes have been the subject of various cultural narratives, often painted as crafty tricksters with a knack for getting what they want. From Aesop's fables to Native American myths, these creatures have been woven into our collective consciousness as symbols of cunning and wit. But there's more to foxes than their reputation in folklore. Beneath the veil of these tales lies a creature of remarkable intelligence and survival skills. Their quick thinking and adaptability aren't just for show, they're tools honed by nature to survive in diverse habitats, from deserts to the icy Arctic. One of the most fascinating aspects of fox intelligence is their unique hunting technique. Did you know that foxes use the Earth's magnetic field to hunt? Yes, you heard that right. They're among the few animals known to use magnetic sense in their daily lives. When a fox pounces on its prey, it's not just relying on sight and sound, it's tapping into the magnetic field to calculate the precise distance and direction of its target. Now that's what we call a smart predator. Beyond their hunting prowess, foxes exhibit complex social behaviors and problem-solving skills that further underscore their intelligence. They're known to form intricate social networks, communicate with a variety of vocalizations, and even use deception to outsmart rivals or predators. So, the next time you hear a tale of a sly fox, remember that there's a kernel of truth in it. These creatures are as cunning and smart as folklore paints them, but they're also so much more. They're survivors, adapting to a changing world with their sharp wit and unique abilities. Now that we've piqued your curiosity, let's dive in deeper to uncover the lesser-known wonders of these fascinating creatures. Did you know that foxes are one of the most widely distributed mammals in the world? It's true. These fascinating creatures have managed to make homes for themselves in a wide variety of habitats, from the scorching sands of the desert to the freezing tundra of the Arctic. Let's start with the desert fox, or the fennec fox. It has large ears to dissipate heat and keep cool in the desert's sweltering conditions. Its sandy-colored fur helps it blend into its surroundings, offering the perfect camouflage from predators. Not to mention its furry feet work like inbuilt sand shoes to protect it from the hot sand. Quite the desert dweller, isn't it? Now let's take a leap from the hot desert to the icy Arctic. The Arctic fox is a master of survival in one of the planet's most unforgiving environments. To battle the bone-chilling cold, it's decked out in a thick, warm fur that changes color with the seasons, going from brown in summer to white in winter to blend in with the snow. This chameleon-like adaptation helps it stay hidden from predators and sneak up on prey. Clever, right? But it's not just the extremes of hot and cold where foxes thrive. They're also quite at home in forests, grasslands, and even urban environments. The red fox, the most common of all fox species, is a great example of this. It's a true generalist, adapting to a wide variety of environments, and often seen in towns and cities as well. Each of these fox species has developed unique adaptations to survive and thrive in their specific habitats. From the large ears of the fennec fox to the color-changing fur of the Arctic fox, these creatures are a testament to the wonders of evolution and adaptation. Surviving in the wild is no easy task, but foxes certainly have their ways. Ever heard a fox's cry at night and found it eerily human-like? That's because foxes possess a unique trait among the canine family: their vocalizations. Yes, their screams can send chills down your spine as they echo through the night. These calls are not just for show, they serve a purpose. Foxes use these sounds to communicate with each other, especially during the mating season. They have a broad range of vocalizations, from barks and howls to those spine-tingling screams. But their vocal prowess is not the only thing that sets foxes apart. Let's delve into their visual acuity. Foxes have excellent night vision, thanks to a higher concentration of rod cells in their eyes. These cells are light-sensitive, allowing foxes to see even in dim light. This capability is a crucial survival tool, enabling them to hunt effectively at night and evade predators. And how about this for a surprise? Foxes are among the few canine species that can climb trees. Yes, you heard it right. Foxes can scale tree trunks and branches. This skill comes in handy when they're hunting for food, escaping from predators, or just looking for a safe place to sleep. Their tree climbing abilities are attributed to their sharp, retractable claws and their flexible ankle joints, which allow them to grasp and grip onto bark. The gray fox in particular is a skilled climber, often seen napping on tree branches. These unique traits, among others, make foxes fascinating creatures to study. They are not just the sly, cunning animals as often depicted in folklore and stories. They are complex, adaptable, and full of surprises. So the next time you hear a scream in the night, don't be too alarmed. It might just be a fox calling out to its mate. Or if you spot a furry creature high up in a tree, look closely. It could be a fox catching some Z's. From their haunting cries to their tree-climbing abilities, foxes certainly stand out in the animal kingdom. Foxes and humans have a long and complex history. But did you know that in some places, people actually keep foxes as pets? It's a curious fact, isn't it? Foxes have been entwined with our own species for thousands of years, and our relationship with them is as varied as it is fascinating. Let's journey back in time, way back to when foxes were seen predominantly as game, a quarry for hunting. Fox hunting, a sport that was especially popular in Britain, involved tracking and chasing a fox with the intent of catching or killing it. This practice, often seen as a controversial tradition, has been mostly outlawed in the modern world. Another aspect of this complex relationship is the fur farming industry. For centuries, fox fur has been prized for its warmth and beauty. However, with the rise of animal rights movements and the advent of synthetic alternatives, the demand for real fox fur has significantly declined. But our interaction with foxes isn't solely based on hunting or fur. In some parts of the world, foxes are seen as pests, a nuisance to farmers and homeowners alike. They're known for their cunning ability to sneak into hen houses and their tendency to dig up gardens. This often leads to conflicts between humans and foxes, with the latter usually ending up on the losing side. Now let's shift gears and talk about a completely different facet of our relationship with foxes: domestication. In Russia, for instance, scientists have been conducting an ongoing experiment to domesticate foxes. The results? Foxes that wag their tails, seek human companionship, and even bark like dogs. But this practice too has sparked controversy, with critics arguing that foxes are wild animals and should remain so. Whether seen as pests, pets, or fascinating creatures to be protected, foxes certainly evoke strong feelings in us humans. Our entanglement with these beautiful, cunning creatures continues to evolve, underscoring the complexity of our shared history. So, what have we learned about these intriguing creatures today? We started our journey by exploring the sly and cunning nature of foxes. We discovered that these creatures are not just the sneaky characters we see in fairy tales, but are incredibly intelligent animals that use their wits to survive in the wild. They're the masterminds of the animal kingdom, using their cunning to outsmart prey and predators alike. Then we moved on to their remarkable adaptability. Foxes are truly the masters of adaptation. They can thrive in almost any environment, from the frozen tundra to the scorching desert, and from bustling cities to quiet countryside. This adaptability is a testament to their resilience and intelligence, proving that they're not just survivors but also thrivers in the face of adversity. In the third chapter, we delved into the unique traits that set foxes apart from other creatures. Whether it's their iconic red coat, their bushy tail, or their hauntingly beautiful cry, each trait contributes to the fox's unique identity and charm. These traits are not just for show, but also serve practical purposes like communication and survival. Our exploration then took a turn towards the complex relationship between foxes and humans. We uncovered the various ways in which foxes have been perceived throughout history and across cultures, from being revered as symbols of wisdom and cunning to being feared and persecuted. Despite these mixed perceptions, it's clear that foxes hold a special place in our hearts and minds, evoking a sense of wonder and fascination that few other creatures can. From their cunning intelligence to their surprising adaptability, foxes are certainly more than meets the eye. So next time you hear a fox's cry in the night, remember, there's a lot more to these creatures than the sly characters we often think of.